Hello and welcome to Billy Ho Sports. Time for a Kentucky Derby update for the 2024 Kentucky Derby contenders. Two prep races over the weekend. We are going to review both of them. Make sure you explore all my 2024 Kentucky Derby content. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Leave us a comment. Notification bells. And stay tuned for more content coming very soon. Let's take a look at the races. The Springboard Mile was up Friday night, lights style racing. Very exciting. Spotlight was on a couple of the favorites, one of mine and one of yours probably, Otto the Conqueror and Glengarry. Despite an early sloppy track that transitioned into a muddy one, the race went off without a hitch, and the two speedsters showed no signs of slowing down. Brad Cox actually made his decision to scratch both his entries. Sean Williams pulled Rhino Runner from the race, which I thought opened things up very much so for Glengarry to get to the lead. So that's who I was going to wager on to win the race. And then they both went out. Otto the Conqueror, and Glengarry created a huge separation between second and third, way out in front. Poured it on throughout the race, not letting up, not slowing down, and neither one of them wanted to give up any ground. But as they made the turn for home, they hit the stretch. Both dueled valiantly, with Otto the Conqueror besting that big gray. I was pleased with the effort out of Glengarry. I was very high on him. And I was a little bit less so on Otto the Conqueror, but he happily proved me wrong. But I was particularly impressed with Magic Grant. That was the sleeper, if you watched my preview videos earlier in the week, that I thought was going to make a strong effort and did make that strong closing rally, but just kind of ran out of runway. Probably a mile and a 16th race. It's a different story, but that's not why they call it the Springboard Mile and a 16th. It's the mile. So anyway, Magic Grant, sired by good Magic, boasts an impressive lineage. Last year's Kentucky Derby Mage, Blazing Sevens from last year, and Reincarnate, also Derby trailers. Current 2-year-old crop from Good Magic has already produced graded stakes winners Muth and Dornock, full brother to Mage. Otto the Conqueror, sired by Street Sense, a personal favorite of mine amongst the Kentucky Derby winners. I was all over that one back in the day. Notable progeny, First Mission, Ichiban, Wayland, Wayland Springs. Glengarry's sire is Maximus Mischief. Once promising Derby contender in his own right, went 3 for 3 as a 2-year-old, retired due to a soft tissue injury right before the Fountain of Youth. This year marks the debut of his first crop of 2-year-olds, promising fillies, Carmelina, and Let Them Watch. So we'll be on the lookout for those Derby trailers down the road. And now we turn the page over to Saturday, and that would be the Los Alamitos Futurity, showcasing Bob Baffert's dominance, with Winstock claiming victory, and the jockey Kyle Frey guiding the Winstock to an early lead, maintaining it throughout the race. Ace of Clubs, not really much factor, quickly faded. Stronghold emerged as the main challenger, settling into a hot pursuit. And Coach Prime and Wind Me Up kind of remained competitive, but really failed to move the needle, in my opinion. They rallied somewhat down the stretch, but Stronghold was the one that made the move on the inside in the stretch run, as you see. Briefly took the lead, but Winstock quickly responded. Real drama unfolded. Winstock and Stronghold locked in a fierce battle down the stretch, traded blows back and forth, and that prompted a steward's inquiry. But the stewards ultimately upheld the results and determined that both horses kind of played a part in the incident. So, it's a wash, right? And that's an assessment I agree with. I didn't think there was too much to be had down the stretch there. It was really a testament to Bob Baffert's continued prowess in the racing scene in California and Cyprus. So Winstock, sired by Soleimani, and the grandson of Curlin, part of his first crop, and racing community is still assessing the potential of those. So we will wait and see on that. Mache D Lady was another promising filly. Has a recent stakes win there. Stronghold, sired by the illustrious Ghost Zapper. No resume needed there, but includes Goodnight Olive and Mystic Guide, who earned over $7.5 million in his career. Philip D'Amato is going to be showing a lot of promise and anticipating great things for his colt. Coach Prime, sired by Quality Road, who recently produced the Preakness winner National Treasure. I predict we'll see Coach Prime next month in the Florida Swing, possibly the Holy Bull. We'll see. So that'll wrap it up. This week's update for the Kentucky Derby. Stay tuned for more content. I very much appreciate you watching, and until next time, we'll see you soon.